Hey, this is Michael, and this is a update on some work that I've been doing on a series of Claude skills for a second brain vault that is just a bunch of markdown files with some metadata formatted in a YAML section of the markdown files. So I started this out by creating a bunch of Claude skills that I use in the terminal. This is taking that idea of storing content and using LLMs to take advantage of the inference powers that it has in order to tell you certain things that whether it's like things that you need to be aware of today, or things that have been missed, or even just having that as the engine to split up content and put it in different buckets. So this is just a quick look at what I'm doing with it now. So I've stopped using the terminal view of it, although I still can, and I packaged everything into this native Mac app, which is built in Tori. This basically lets me open up that vault or create new vaults, and then uh, when I have a new meeting, I can just add it here, and just by copy pasting the transcript for that. And then I can also create tasks individually if I don't want to just pull them out of meetings and that sort of thing. I can create projects. I can journal here. I can add new areas and people. Um, Claude will also just take a meeting and just figure out that somebody's new, and then create a new person, ask me to give more information about that person, for instance. So that's a lot of this powerful stuff that it can do just by taking the context out of a meeting. So this all starts by creating a new vault and then defining yourself in your profile. So this is your personal lens. This is a demo vault with this fictional Sam Rivera character who works on these projects in different areas. And once you have that set up, you can then start, dumping notes into the app. Should mention also that all of these files are, they're just markdown files. So you could edit the markdown, manually if you wanted to. Um, Claude will create all these links for you as it, goes through all of your meeting notes and all of your things that you add to it. You can also just, edit these things in the app without having to open up the markdown editor. Um, so once it has all this content, you can open the library view, and all these tabs have keyboard shortcuts. So U is user, L is library, Command L, Command G, Command J for today, Command K. So let's go back to the library. In the library view, I split up all of the different buckets by area so that you can look at that specific area in a company in this case, and then you can drill down to that company. You can navigate to the meetings that you've added for that company. You navigate to the people that are in that company. You can also see the tasks and check off the tasks for if this is you, for instance, for something related to that company. You can also filter by project. You can just view all people. You can view all the meetings. You can see any prep. Prep is another special skill that I have for prepping before a meeting. And you can see journal entries. And as with the other profile view, you can edit that in place. So next is the graph view, and this is just a hierarchical view of your areas with these buckets. So I actually like the buckets because it just allows me to drill down and see only the meeting notes for that one company, for instance. So anyway, that's the way that works. You can edit these markdown files right here. You can edit meeting notes right there as well. The daily brief is the thing that I find really most interesting. So this lets you schedule a sort of morning brief every day or on weekdays at a time you set. And then you can also regenerate it. Uh, this basically runs a skill that goes through your files. It's one pass that Claude will do to see what you said you were going to do, and gives you top 3 things to focus on for the day. It tells you the things that you're avoiding, which is something I really like. And then it shows you some other stuff that you might have added in your journal. So journal has a um, special thing you can prepend to a note. Like I'll show you that real quick. So if you wanted to surface something in your daily brief, you could prepend it with an arrow or this double exclamation point. I have to add know about what those 2 things are, but the arrow is for reflection. Double exclamation point is something that you want to make sure you get surfaced, very, the next day or whatever. Then you can navigate to any of these things to see them in context. Let's see what else here. Here's if you want to just regenerate the brief manually, you can do it from here. Tasks. The tasks view lets you see a view of all of the things that were assigned. You can click the boxes to mark it done, or you can use Command D. I'm going to undo that. Shift Command D marks it won't do. So won't do is also available here on the right on hover. So let's see what that looks like. So this alerts redesign, if you mark it done there, and then we go to alerts redesign, you'll see that it's marked done here. Loving seeing what everybody else is doing. My approach is pretty simple. What I've loved about this is I've spent, just a little bit of time over the course of a week to create this UI, which reflects my sort of minimalist aesthetic and desire to have, a very straightforward set of views that are super simple. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you found this interesting, you have some ideas that you think I might benefit from hearing about how you use your Open Brain tool or personal knowledge management tool, I'd love to hear any ideas and feedback. Thanks.